living here in Queenstown, New Zealand for about 1 month now, and honestly our journey has just begun. We are not planning on leaving anytime soon. And so this week we want to show you what it's like living here and what there is to do in one of New Zealand's most popular destinations. So let's do it! So Queenstown, located on the South Island of New Zealand, is this breathtaking little resort town renowned for its alpine scenery and its abundance of outdoor adventure activities. The town itself features this charming little lakeside with this backdrop of these huge majestic mountains. And besides its adventure sports, Queenstown's town center is dotted with all these restaurants, cafes, and shops, providing this lively little atmosphere. But one of the first things that I specifically really wanted to do when we first got to Queenstown was drive a little bit outside of it to visit the Onsen Hot Pools. Okay, so this is probably the most excited I am to go to any place so far yet. And then we weren't gonna really book it because it's like kind of expensive. But then I had a realization that we're here right now during shoulder season, and I looked online and there's usually a wait list for this place. So I'm like, okay, today is the perfect day to go. And thank God we booked it for today. The sky is so clear. I think we're gonna get some pretty good views. So let's go check it out.
And they're honestly so worth the money. Perched up on the hillside, these private cedar-lined pools overlook the shot of a river. They're inspired by the traditional Japanese onsen concept, where you can soak in therapeutic mineral-rich waters, while enjoying stunning panoramic views of the mountains and landscapes.
Okay, only at a place like this would I order champagne at 9 o'clock in the morning. This is insane. It doesn't even look real.
We stayed here for like, I think 3 hours would be like the perfect.
So they brought us crisps. I got champagne, or sparkling wine I guess, and then Nick got coffee because, I mean, it's 9 a.m. but.
It's 9 a.m. yeah, I need a coffee.
And at night, the compact town center really does come alive with these pubs, bars, live music, and nightclubs. And like I said earlier, there's this lively atmosphere and the backdrop is these huge mountains. For a small resort town, there is always something to do. I feel like I've socialized more in my life living here in Queenstown than I ever before.
We're here at World Bar getting a beer. I was here a couple weekends ago for the skate jam, which hopefully they're doing again. And this upcoming weekend they're actually doing something called World Stock, which is like their rendition of Woodstock. They're also doing a hot cauliflower wing eating competition, so we may have to take part in that. If you know me, you know I love really spicy food, so.
But yeah, in our short time here, we definitely put a lot of pool tables to use.
You're mopping the floor with me.
And going out for things like little events, happy hours, and a weekly trivia night that we came in second place in the other day.
Oh, I know her!
Miss Pac-Man. Are you?
Oh
Dude,
no, we should have picked this one.
We should have picked this one, man.
Nick wanted to pick video games as our like double points round, and I convinced him not to. I'm eating my words now because he's getting every single one.
We're only 2 in, but like.
I told you so.
Come on, right key. And first place is getting $70.
Finally! We were 1 point behind first!
We even got a chance to go to the Queenstown Ice Bar, which is a lounge that offers premium cocktails, except everything is made of ice. Okay, we're walking down into the ice bar, which is all, of course, made of ice, and it's gonna be negative 10 degrees down here, so.
Oh, are you feeling it?
Prepare to be cold.
Go into the fridge.
Oh no. This is what I was running away from.
Here.
I don't like that, it's ice.
In terms of food, the most popular place in Queenstown is Ferg Burger, where people line up around the block pretty much every day to try their burgers, which we have tried. But if you know anything about us, we're always trying to find the best vegan food, and we actually found our favorite place for takeaway.
They already smell amazing. The wings. We got the spicy and the original. The spicy one. These are my favorite. They're so good.
Bomb. Oh, also honorable mention to Ramen Ramen. We've been there multiple times now and it's amazing.
But we obviously can't just talk about the pros, we also have to talk about the cons. And quite honestly, it would feel wrong making a Queenstown video without talking about the housing crisis here. The surge in tourism has increased the demand for short-term accommodations, and so therefore the people that are living here, the residents and the workers, are finding it hard or sometimes near impossible to find long-term accommodation to stay in here. So the shortage of affordable housing has led to the soaring costs of property prices and rent costs, making it challenging for people that live here to find a suitable living arrangement at all. And honestly, just as I'm editing this video, we moved into our new place yesterday, which is crazy. We actually were starting to get a little bit worried there because we were staying in a short-term accommodation, but it was coming to an end and it was really hard to find a rental here. The Facebook pages alone are just filled with people that are looking. It'll be posting after posting of people looking for a place, and people are coming in these super high budgets and they still can't even find a place to live. So yeah, it really is a problem. We're super fortunate and we feel very lucky and happy that we finally found a place to live here. Definitely one of the more popular things to do here is ride the gondola up 450 meters above Queenstown. Nick actually went up there one day already because he had a job interview at the top of the gondola, and so he kind of got a free ride because of that. Usually this is not something that we would personally pay $60 for. I think maybe it comes a part of us being a little bit spoiled, being from BC and being kind of used to mountain views and familiar with a lot of gondola rides. So spending $60 on a 4-minute ride just isn't really our thing. But if you like hiking like we do, there is a trail, which is great news, that's free to do. It's called the Tiki Trail.
It took us a second to find the Tiki Trail from town, but once you get up the hill, it's actually very clearly marked, and then obviously we have the fencing behind me, which leads directly into the forest, where we have to cut through a graveyard, which feels a bit weird. And as you can hear in the background, that's the sound of the beautiful kiwi bird here in New Zealand. So beautiful. But in all seriousness, there are some like beautiful birds chirping, but I think there's some tree falling that's going on in the forest kind of around us. So unfortunately, we are listening to the sounds of a chainsaw. But regardless, it's an absolutely gorgeous hike, and we're actually getting a pretty decent workout from it as well, which is super nice. Currently coming up over this beautiful ridge. When they were casting for the character Smeagol, they actually found her here on the Tiki Trail, and she still lives here actually to this day, so check this out. We gotta get out of here, she's getting pissed, so we'll talk to you guys in a bit. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay, we're about 30 minutes from the top. We're starting to see signs for the gondola. I don't know if you can take the gondola down from after you've hiked up. Like, I know it's like that back home with Grouse Mountain and stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. We're either walking down or taking the gondola down. We'll figure it out at the top, but getting really close. It says we're about 30 minutes away.
At the top, it's kind of strange, like you kind of go straight into all the skyline stuff that's up there, and it doesn't really show you where you are supposed to exit. But if you don't want to take the gondola down, which costs $34 to go back down, just go down the same way that you came up. It feels a little bit shorter on the way down, and yeah, it was a really great hike.
Since we moved here, our friends convinced us to try lawn bowling, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's like bocce, except for the ball actually curves. It's normally 10 bucks a game, but it's like 40 bucks for a membership, so we figured we're gonna be here more than 4 times this summer, so let's just get a membership.
Still warming up.
So whoever's closest to this white ball, just like bocce, 3 points, second 2 points, and third closest is 1 point. And what we've really loved about living in Queenstown in comparison to living in Canada is that we found in Canada you have to drive like an hour or two outside of the city to find any half-decent place to camp, whereas here in Queenstown we can literally drive like 20 minutes down the road, and we have these gorgeous, beautiful spots that feel like we're hours and hours outside of the city when we're really like 15 minutes away.
Okay, so Queenstown, in a nutshell so far. The community and outdoor adventures are just unparalleled. The high cost of living is not great, particularly in housing, and I'm sure as we go into another peak season, we're gonna see how crowded it can really get here in town. But the allure of Queenstown lies in its breathtaking landscapes, its friendly locals, and the opportunity to live a dream lifestyle with some of the most stunning views we have ever seen.